love goes right. So today we're going to be throwing it back to one of the most beloved TV couples of the 90s, Corey and Topanga from Boy Meets World. Yay. I did watch this show when I was a little girl and I really enjoyed it. Sean personally was my favorite one, and the relationship that he had with Angela. But we know that it was all about Corey and Topanga, so we're going to highlight them on this episode. So these two showed us that love can grow with you, stress with you, and hold steady even when life tries to pull you two apart. And believe it or not, their story echoes a biblical couple who lived out loyalty and covenant in a powerful way, and that is Ruth and Boaz. So the pop culture setup here is that Corey and Topanga relationship wasn't built on flashy entrances or a big drama, even though, it was some drama. It was built on a friendship first, loyalty, and that teenage innocence that matured into covenant love. I did like that about them. Like, through it all, honeymoon, he was all about Topanga and she was all about Corey. So I did like that. From school dances to long distance struggles, they kept choosing each other, and that's what made their love stand out. It wasn't just feelings, it was faithfulness. Their love grew through life stages, and by the end of the series, you felt like you grew up with them too. Yes, I definitely did. They weren't perfect, but they were steady. So the biblical tie-in that we can think about is, this reminds me so much, of course, like I mentioned in the very first episode, of Ruth and Boaz in the book of Ruth. Ruth loyalty to Naomi, where you go, I'll go, your people will be my people, and your God, my God. So in Ruth 1:16, you can find that, set the stage for her to meet Boaz. Boaz saw her character, her faithfulness, and her response with honor and protection. He didn't just fall for her looks, he admired her loyalty, her work ethic, and her faith. Their love was rooted in faithfulness, covenants, again, not convenience. And just like Corey and Topanga, Ruth and Boaz showed us that covenant love grows through seasons of life, through loyalty, and through constantly choosing one another. So let's dive into some life applications that we can think about here. So faithful love isn't attractive love. Faithful love is attractive love. Loyalty never goes out of style. That's the facts. I mean, how many of us can attest to that? Like, one thing that you need to be praying to God when your kingdom, loyalty never goes out of style. And one thing I hope that you are praying to the Lord, that you have a very loyal spouse that's coming your way. But if God's sending it, they're going to be loyal, so you don't even have to worry about that. So love that grows through stages is strong. Corey and Topanga grew up together. They did. Like, I think they started from like middle school or elementary all the way up to college into adulthood. And Boaz and Ruth grew into covenant. So God honors consistency. Sometimes the key to covenant love isn't intensity, it's longevity. That's so good. For some of us, the takeaway is, don't overlook that person who has been steady, has been loyal and faithful in your life. Covenant love often grows quietly, but when it blooms, it's beautiful and it's enduring. So let's wrap this one up, and I hope so far that this has blessed you. If it has, please, you guys know what to do as far as, hitting the button, signing up for notifications, leaving me a comment. You know what to do. If you enjoyed this, share this with somebody that may want to have some good takeaways from this. In our next episode, we're heading to the 90s classic Living Single to talk about Sinclair and Overton and how their quirky, grounded relationship connects to the biblical couple that we're going to be talking about. So you don't want to miss that. I will see you guys on the next one.